Today's theme is about being thankful and happy and appreciating the good things in life, even though there's sometimes a lot of crummy things as well. This is Feel Better with Lauren. I'm Lauren. Thanks for stopping by. Hit like, notify, and subscribe, and give me a follow. So just moving around a whole bunch today. It should just be easy, breathing in and out through our nose as we always do. Just go with the flow, sort of enjoy the stretch, enjoy the strength, a little bit of engagement everywhere, breathing in and out through your nose. But first, we'll get rid of that stale air as we always do. I think start at the back of your space, whether it's your mat, a towel, or just the space that you've created. I'm going to start in the middle just so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to move to the side. So I'm going to start sitting on my heels. If that's comfortable for you, do that. You can also sit cross-legged, and let's just get rid of all that stale air. Give it a little extra push on that out. Now let's go on to our toes. We're going to stretch out the back of our feet as we do. Best to keep your toes sort of even with each other. And then we'll just put our hands just in front of us, and we're going to stretch out our wrists as well. So as we go forward, we do some circles with our wrists. And as we go back, we feel the stretch in our feet. And then we can go the other way. Other way. Feel it in our feet, feel it in our wrists. Now put your wrists about 2 inches apart. Again, a little further, the eyes of your arms facing forward, and just do some circles around this way. Not too deep. You don't want to feel anything sharp pain-wise. Just sort of moving on that. Still on your toes, and each time we feel a little bit more of a stretch in our back. And then finally, if you can, face your fingers towards your knees. And just move side to side. Still staying on your toes, still stretching everywhere that you go. Maybe bend one arm, then the other. Nothing too hard though. And then stay on your toes and shake everything out. I'll move to the back of where you probably already are. Let's almost touch our toes and go down into a child's pose. Reach forward, get as much as stretch as you can. Just relax into this. Let your whole back stretch. If you put your hips onto your heels as much as you can, you'll stretch your lower back. Your arms forward, stretch your upper back. You might get a little pop if you're lucky. Now walk your hands all the way over to the right as far as they can, maybe off your mat, and put your left hand over top. And then move your shoulder up and down. And keep your hip on your back left heel. You'll feel that stretch all the way along your side, just moving a little tiny bit. Now walk through all the way as far as you can the other side. Right hand on top of your left. Oh, that's harder. Move your shoulder up and down a little bit. Feel that stretch in your rib cage. Keep seated back on your heel. Now come forward again. Just a moment of stretch out, and then into forearm plank. So your arms go onto the ground, your legs go back. We'll hold this for a few moments. Your hips the same height as your shoulders. Your shoulder blades pushed apart. Your pelvis is tucked in. Everything's engaged, not straining, but just holding in that strength. 2 more breaths. Now inhale, put your hips down, your hands go back a little bit, up to a sort of baby cobra. You're pushing up, but you're holding yourself supported with your back. Go down, just shake out your hips. Your hands can stay right beside your chest. Keep your elbows tucked in as much as you can, and slowly push up to that push up. And we're going to hold here for 2 breaths. Push up to plank. Let's hold there for a moment. Now let's go back to downward dog, first downward dog of the day. Find a good spot. Sink in, bend your knees as much as you need to. Pedal everything out. Just find a good spot. And then straighten up. And then your right leg goes up into the air for a 3-legged dog. Bend your leg just to stretch out there. Keep your shoulders squared. Back up to 3. And then put your knee to the direction of your right armpit anyway. And then inhale, step your foot outside. We're going into our lizard lunge. Find where that lizard lunge is perfect for you. You're stretching, you can feel the stretch everywhere, your hip flexors. I like to let my leg fall open on the side. That stretches things even more. And then just hold it and now drop your left knee. Sort of sit back so that you can grab your left leg rather, and pull away so you feel a stretch in sort of your arm and neck, and then relax into that and pull your leg forward. So you can really crank this. You don't want to. This is called half monkey, I think. Get some sun on your face. Feel your quad stretch, your hip flexor. We're going to let go in the next breath. You don't want to slingshot it onto the ground. So just release it slowly and back up to lizard lunge. Find that spot, get some good grounding. Put your arm back up, right leg to the air, and then back down to downward dog. Get your stability there. And then go up to the other side. Left leg in the air. Bend it. Feel that stretch. Oh, that feels good. Left leg in the air. On your toes. Come up and your leg towards your armpit on your left side. And then step it through to lizard lunge on the other side. And again, just find where that's feeling right and good, where the stretch feels nice. You can move a bit. You can just focus in. Again, I like to let my left leg fall open and take a moment in this spot. Now inhale, drop your right knee to the ground, reach around, and grab your foot, and pull your foot away so you can feel a stretch in your arm, and then pull it back in. So you've made some space, get some sun on your face, so everything gets stretched out. Slowly let it go. Solidify yourself again into lizard lunge. Back up to three-legged dog. And then back up to downward dog. Let's feel that moment again. Get stable. And right leg back up again. Inhale on top of your left toes. And put your foot through the middle. And we're coming up to crescent lunge. Again, as much of a 90-degree here as you can. Arms over your head like you're holding a beach ball. Here's a squirrel. Left arm forward, right arm back for revolved. Inhale, that fall over you can. I'm not going to fall. And then we're going to go forward, straighten our back leg, and then up to warrior three rather. I got to support myself. If you don't. Everything's engaged, you're not flopping down. And then tuck your left leg behind onto the ground for a seated twist. Left arm behind you, right arm to the sky, and then exhale into that space. Not pushing too hard, just falling into that. Inhale, plant your arms again. Your feet go back to plank, and everything goes back to downward dog. So, left leg to the air, three-legged dog. Inhale, put your knee and step it through the crescent lunge on the other side. Right arm forward, left arm back. Revolved. Let your core do the twisting rather than pulling your arm back. Back. Stretch that way without falling this time. And then forward, straighten your back leg. And your foot goes up for a warrior three. Seem to be stronger on this side. And now your leg goes down to twist on the other side. Right arm goes behind you. Left arm goes right to the air. Is that right? No. And hook that way. That doesn't seem right though. And then plant your hands back to plank. Downward dog. Plank. Upward dog. Push up. Plank. And let's go to the top of the mat. Into a squat. Hands to the ground. Roll ourselves all the way to the top. Hands together, and then back down to a squat again. Hands again down. Roll slowly back up to, and then down again. Now push up. Let's hang in a halfway lift here for halfway fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Squat. Back down. Right leg goes over the left for a figure four. Reach your hands through. Lean over to the left a little bit. Squeeze in as much as you can. Keep your legs crossed over for a twisted root. They fall to the left. Your right arm falls to the right. Inhale, everything comes back up to the center. Hug your knees in. Left leg over right. Figure four on that side now. Just lean to your right a little tiny bit. And pull into the chest. You should feel it on your left hip flexor there, or whatever that is. Inhale, roll over. Twist your legs over, twisted root. Come back in. Knees to chest. You're sort of like pulling in, and you can feel your sort of spine straighten up again. Your feet down here. Touch the back of your heels. And we'll go up and we'll just hold a little bit more in bridge today. Tuck our shoulder blades under. Push our hips right up in the air. This is a good exercise for everybody. You're sort of digging in with your heels and pushing up with your butt, but you're not pushing up with your arms, and you keep your head is nice and relaxed here. And do 2 more breaths. Last breath. Now, lift your toes up and slowly drop your chest down 1 vertebrae at a time. You might feel a little pop. Hug your knees in again. And I think we'll just come up here for a cross-legged. Let's just take a couple of moments to center ourselves. Put something underneath your hips if you want, just to raise yourself up. Nice and straight, like a string is holding the top of your head. Not rigid, but just relaxed, holding up. I like to do that thing where I feel like I'm a yogi. And then let's just do some box breathing. Just 3 rounds of it. And we'll close our eyes for after that, or half close our eyes, and just meditate for a moment. And then I'll stop the video there. So inhale for 5 seconds. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale all the way out. Your breathing returns to nice and slow, normal. Just sit here for a moment if you got the time and let everything settle. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Always talk to your healthcare professional before starting a new regime. If you experience pain, discomfort, or dizziness, slow down or stop. These videos will become easier each day, but if it doesn't feel right today, go slower or move to another video. Listen to your body.